Each and every day, tens of thousands of people travel by airports, and some people are willing to risk some jail time in order to get some crazy things they found back home. It's really a never-ending battle between security and passengers. And here are photos of crazy things found at airport security. But first, thanks Cameron for leaving us this comment in our recent video about Scotland. Let us know which item on this list you think is the craziest, and maybe we'll feature you in an upcoming video. Number 20. The Seahorse Drink. Passengers aren't allowed to bring more than 3 ounces of liquids into the cabin, and a lot of the time, they won't accept any. This bottle of some kind of seahorse drink from Vietnam is definitely not going to get passed. Many raw animals are known to be placed in liquor from different parts of the world, and it often has a pretty high alcohol concentration. They often believe that drinks like this have some kind of cure for various ailments, and even believed to work as libido boosters. How much would someone have to pay you to eat this seahorse? Number 19. Machetes. Machetes might be great weapons for the zombie apocalypse, but you won't have the opportunity to use them in case of a breakout at the airport. Machetes are a fairly common banned item that TSA might come across. They're used as tools when exploring the jungle, and some people decide to take them back home. This one here, with a serrated edge, can act as a saw, and it was found by airport security in San Diego. You better believe that this person will not be bringing it back with them on a plane. Number 18. 3D printed handgun. Can people seriously 3D print handguns these days? And is it really that easy to get a hold of firearms? Weapons can be allowed, but it can't be carried onto your bag like this person tried to do. No word on how well it worked, but the person seemed to be packing live ammunition on it as well, so this thing is not getting through either. Number 17. Human skull fragments. We're not siding with TSA in this video or anything, but these are also probably items you shouldn't be carrying with you anyways, in most cases, let alone in crowded areas such as airports. This photo here, taken by TSA, shows the human skull fragments they found at the airport in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Fragments weren't really considered to be a threat to anyone, but they were considered to be evidence to a crime, so that's not good either. The passengers just claimed that they had purchased a pot that they didn't know contained a skull. Likely story. Number 16. Utterly insane. Airport security often comes across some strange things every now and then, and even though it's not illegal, it still has to be inspected. Take this baby otter for example. It was being transported from Newark back to the zoo in Phoenix, and he got a little inspection by TSA just to make sure it wasn't one of those drug peddling otters. The otter was cleared and permitted to travel back to Arizona. Number 15. A cannonball. We've seen on this channel how people can make remarkable discoveries that can make them rich, or items that were long lost at the bottom of the sea. But not all of those discoveries are able to make it back onto the flight with the people who made the discoveries. A cannonball was also discovered in someone's suitcase from Kentucky that was believed to have been discovered from some kind of shipwreck. TSA claimed that the cannonball could have retained its explosiveness after centuries have gone by. TSA claimed that the cannonball could have retained its explosiveness after centuries have gone by, and they didn't want to take any chances. We imagine this wouldn't be worth the price of the cannonball and luggage fee anyways. Number 14. Snakes on a plane. We don't know why anyone would want to bring back a souvenir like this, but regardless, it happens all too often. People who are too accustomed to traveling might not be aware that snakes on a plane is never a good thing. In TSA's blog, they revealed that they came across a bunch of deceased venomous snakes that were being transported in some kind of liquid. Be sure to note that dead snakes are not prohibited from traveling on planes. However, this person obviously hasn't caught the memo that liquids are not acceptable. Number 13. Zebra print stun gun. People actually sell these things? Stun guns were discovered on carry-on bags, and one of them just so happened to be a purple zebra print stun gun, which seems just downright flamboyant. Number 12. Poisonous arrow frogs. Many of us enjoy the uniqueness of having a different pet. Frogs make good choices because they're fairly simple to take care of, but these ones contain one of the deadliest toxins known to man, known as botulism. They get the name because tribes are known to use the frogs for poison arrows. Here in this photo, you see a film canister containing tiny poison arrow frogs that was seized by customs in Belgium. Of course, customs strictly forbid these kind of things. These were originally from Panama and would have sold for €150 each. These are normally sold from private dealers to some kind of pet store or to the individual who wants an exotic pet. Number 11. A fish suit. Some animals who are successfully smuggled become invasive species, so customs are on high guard for that too. This suit here was used by a woman trying to get onto a flight from Singapore to Melbourne, Australia, with over 51 live tropical fish in custom design apron. The customs officials noticed a strange flipping noise coming from her pants. They decide to investigate further, and there you have it, the fish suit. Number 10. Bladder soup. Chinese herbal medicine normally calls for some unconventional ingredients. Border officials were a little bit surprised when they found swim bladders of the coveted totoaba McDonald fish. These large fish are considered to be heavily poached for their meat and organs, especially the bladder, which is worth a pretty penny too. 200 bladders once sold for $3.6 million in 2013. It supposedly cures infertility, but also aids with skin and circulatory problems. Number 9. Croissant smuggle. This appears to be the preferred smuggling method by the French. Croissants were used in order to conceal some dirty money. German customs came across these pastries as they were altered in a money laundering operation in March of 2012. Probably won't mind if a baker gave you a few of these pastries stashed full of money. Number 8. A Beetle Bust. A man from Australia was busted when customs seized some of his cringeworthy contraband. Here in this photo, you see dozens of the estimated 1,300 tiger beetles placed in luggage that were seized by officials in Australia. They apparently tried to conceal them in empty yogurt containers, but as you can tell, this might have looked a little bit suspicious. The two behind the operation were detained at the Perth International Airport. Good things customs did their job, or the US might have some creepy crawlers from Australia like we see here. Just be thankful that these creatures aren't running around your house somewhere. Number 7. A $100,000 watch. Anyone out there missing a $100,000 gold Cartier diamond-encrusted watch? We're sure someone is going to claim this one as soon as possible. Airport security also comes across quite a few strange things at the lost and found, and this appears to be one of them. Whoever lost this will probably realize that they just lost an extremely expensive piece of jewelry and probably feel pretty bad. Or they could just be really rich and not really care. Number 6. Snakes and turtles. The wildlife trade is certainly booming, and many exotic reptiles can be in high demand as pets. In this case, TSA knew something was up when some guy had more than just one snake in his pants. In fact, he possessed 7 snakes in his trousers, which seemed like something most of us guys would never consider doing. To top it off, there were also 3 small turtles that were fairly well concealed, to say the least. The passenger was arrested, and this photo was used as evidence. Number 5. Lucille. We understand that it's important to protect yourself from the impending zombie apocalypse, but you gotta keep in mind that TSA might not always appreciate some of your necessary equipment. Negan was one of the most merciless enemies to pass the cross with Rick Grimes in the show Walking Dead, and he used a baseball bat called Lucille. This contained barbed wire wrapped around a baseball bat as an intimidating piece of equipment. They do, of course, make replicas, which you can buy, but you can't bring these things on planes. It's not the barbed wire that's made of rubber or the fake blood that's a problem, but TSA just has a problem with baseball bats. Number 4. Expensive taste in shoes. Smugglers tend to get quite elaborate in their ways of smuggling. This person decided it'd be a good idea to hide narcotics in the heels of her wedges. X-ray examinations showed that it was a secret compartment with over $1,400 worth of illegal powdery substances in her shoes. Word is that the cartel was hiring women with big feet just for this job. Number 3. Crazy gas mask. So, when you go on vacation, what's your packing list look like? Gold apocalyptic spike gas mask covered in bullets in case of a full-blown zombie apocalypse breaks out? Check! Whoever brought this onto a plane has clearly been watching too many Americanized zombie videos, and we salute you for your dedication to the zombie apocalypse. We really just could not leave this one off our list, and it's just really too epic. You never know at what time the virus will begin to spread, so it never hurts to have one with you, just in case. Number 2. Busty Women. Plastic surgery is all the rage in the US, especially when people don't like the way they look. But did you know there might be other reasons why people are going under the knife? Instead of filling her double Ds with silicone, this woman decided to use another, more illegal substance, in case you didn't guess. That's right, this 22-year-old got the Colombian boob job and tried smuggling 3.3 pounds of liquid contraband to Madrid, Spain. She better be careful before she arouses suspicion from the police next time. Maybe try to smuggle elsewhere where guys don't look quite as often, and maybe it'll work out. Number 1. Golden Grenade. TSA has their own Instagram page if you want to check out some more of these crazy ones later on. And sometimes it's just downright weird or unbelievable. Although it's not live, this golden grenade slowed down some lines at the airport when it was discovered by TSA a while ago. Agents don't really know which ones are active and which ones aren't until they disassemble them, which is also very dangerous. It can even cause complete evacuation of the airport in the worst case possible. This golden grenade was found in Oklahoma City, and it was indeed a real grenade. But it was not live and it had the triggering system removed. It was simply painted gold and it didn't pose any kind of threat. This time.
So which one did you think was the most interesting? Be sure to leave us a comment in the comment section and subscribe for new videos every day.